Hey makeup friends, we've got Marc Jacobs aplenty today. I have some of the new things from his coconut collection, and I have a cute little nude lip kit. I have that on right now from Marc Jacobs. This new coconut setting powder, I'm loving it, and I have on the new coconut eyeshadow Iconic palette, so we'll get into those. I also got a new shade of bronzer from Dior. I have that on right now. And first of all, let's get into this wonderful new Iconic palette. So this is the Iconic palette, except this one is white. It's a summer sort of shade. They sometimes do their summery stuff in these white packaging like this. And this one is different because it has rose gold. The lettering and the little snap closure here. Summery and trendy. The rose gold is very trendy. Look at these colors. They are fantastic colors. They're doing that whole peachy theme. It's called number 790 Fantascene. And as usual, since it's a multi-finish eye palette, and as usual with their Iconic palettes, it has shade names that make into a little phrase or sentence. Flesh covets fantasy, she said. Meet ya for more on the dance floor. Those are the names of the colors. I like the pink and the peachness of this. I did something a little different with this today than what I've seen on some previous videos about this. I wanted to make it less about brown and more about this pretty rose gold peach that they have going on in there. And I'll show you when I show you the video of the application what I did. I layered a couple of the products on the lid to make it a little more pink and a little less bronze and gold. Love the shades on here. Let me swatch them for you. You have mattes, you have an intense metallic foil, and then you have a satin, and then you have one that's almost like a crystally satin, kind of different, crystally shimmer. Hence, here are your colors. Here's the intense foil I was telling you about. Matte, matte, matte. This is sort of the weirdly crystalline looking color. In the pan, it has kind of like little crystals in it. It's hard to describe what it's like. And then this is your sort of satin, almost a metallic, very glittery. And here is how they apply. Okay, primed my eyelids. I'm gonna go into the crease with this color right here, this sort of warm pink. Now that is a pretty color. It's like a peachy pink, peachy dusty pink. I'm gonna try some of this sort of grayish taupe in the inner crease. Yeah, you can see it. It's very taupe. A little bit of this lightest sort of vanilla pink right here under my brow. And this deepest color in the outer corner. That one is dusty. It's kicking up a lot. Okay, I'm going to pack this highly metallic color all over the lid that is called Meet Ya. Got sort of a smooth bristle flat brush here. We'll see if that works because it doesn't seem like it wants to pick up. I'm only going to go up to about here with it, and then I'm going to put another color in that inner corner. Metallic. This metallic is very moist. It's kind of sliding around, but this brush is doing really well. It's just an e.l.f. brush. And I'll blend this seam right here in a minute, but I want to go ahead and put this light color in my inner corner, and then I'm going to spread it over that gold. Let's try it first of all with that same brush, cleaning it off, just putting it on that inner corner, and I'm going to sort of pat it over this coppery goldenness to sort of make a metallic pink. I think on its own this shade may not have given me that much metallicness, but on top of that metal one, that foily one, I think it's giving it enough background to be sort of a metallic pink. My eyes are like, my eyeballs are kind of irritated right now. They're kind of itchy. They're kind of watering. I'm hoping it is not this palette, but it's like when I started putting this on, right before I started putting it on actually, I started getting this irritation in my eye. So okay, that's not quite as orange as it was. That lid color was a little bit orange. Okay, I'm going to blend this sort of transition here with this peachy color right here. Just going to put it right along that line. Going back and putting some more of that pink, that dusty pink, and that is called Fantasy. up here. Also blending the edge of that dark color with it. I'm going to use a little of my Dose of Colors Set the Tone Cream Matte Eye Colors to line. The color I'm using is Extra Baggage. It's a dark chocolatey color. Didn't really want to do too black with this. And this is a good dark chocolate. It is well pigmented and nice and smooth. Okay, continuing with the eyes, I'm going to sweep that mauve-y pink peach called Fantasy under my eye, lower eyes, just sort of as a base or background for some other colors. And then the darkest color in the palette is called Four More. I'm going to put that under my lash line in the bottom row. Whatever was causing my eyes to water and get kind of itchy has stopped, so I don't think it's this palette. I really do like this palette. I'm really enjoying it. I didn't have any problems applying any of this stuff. This strange sort of peachy crystalline color is a little, I don't know, it's a little streaky. I love the pink and peach theme. I love everything about this. It's gone on really nicely. Mattes feel really nice. Love it. Love the white summer packaging and more white summer packaging in this new coconut setting powder. So pretty. Look at that little domed package. This is called Finish Line, number 34 Invisible Perfecting Coconut Setting Powder. So does it smell like coconut? It does, but it's really, really faint. For instance, the Coconut Omega Bronzer. This is the Omega Bronze Coconut Gigantic Bronzer. This is a wonderful bronzer. It really needs to have a place in your wardrobe. It's wonderful. It smells very coconutty. This does not have that strong of a smell. It is very, very faint. It's different. It's not the same at all, and it's not nearly as strong. So I love this finish. I love the finish on this, and I love the delivery system they have. They have a little dish sort of built in there, and then they have this little trampoline of mesh. Most of these sort of mesh trampoline powders, the mesh is very taut. It's very tight, and you're dabbing it with your brush and you're getting too much powder on your brush. This one doesn't do that. It's sort of looser, and you're able to touch your brush to it without picking up just a ton of powder. This, even though it looks very beige there, does not add color. I'm so happy that these powders these days are not adding color, because I don't want to add color. Sometimes I will get a very, overly pale foundation going and I'll want to add some color, and I have powders for that. This one doesn't add color. It's just a nice, very light, invisible, translucent powder. It has a hint of a shine to it. This has a really faint luminosity to it. Can you see the streak right here? Without being any kind of shimmer, without being any kind of, purposefully glowing powder. It is so luminous. It is so light, lightweight. All of these new powders I'm so amazed with. I'm going to have to get rid of some of my older powders. I mean, my old Tarte Smooth Operator is just not cutting it anymore. My old HD powders from Makeup Forever, that's just not really doing it for me anymore, because these ones are so light and so smooth. So you can see that my foundation looks a little dewy, a little sheeny. It's giving a real nice buff to the skin. It just buffs everything very smooth looking. It sets very nicely. There is no caking. I'm loving this powder. I wish it had more of that coconut smell. It really doesn't. Let me show you how this went on today. So I just took a big fluffy e.l.f. powder brush and dipped into this wonderful delivery system. I just love it. And I just started buffing this onto the skin, or pressing it into my skin. It sets really nicely. It's very smooth. It's very light. It brings light to the skin as you apply it. I'm just really happy with this powder. Very pretty. So recommend on both of these coconut line items, the Iconic palette and the setting powder, wonderful. Of course, I recommend that Omega Bronze. That is a fantastic bronzer. I also have on today a little Marc Jacobs kit. This is from Sephora. It's called the Cream and Sugar Nude Lip Trio. I have all of those on my lip today. Perfection in a pink nude. Now this was only $20. I mean, that is a good deal to me because Marc Jacobs is expensive stuff. Here's a beautiful pink nude lippy. Smooth, creamy, Marc Jacobs lippy. Love it. And a matching liner. And then check out this pretty shimmery little Marc Jacobs lip lacquer. Their lip lacquer or lip glosses are just the best lip lacquers and lip glosses. There it is right there. And I have those layered on my lip today. I love it. This is going to be a real go-to for me, but love that. The name of the lipstick is also Cream and Sugar. So this Cream and Sugar and this is Cream and Sugar. Perfect, perfect. I have a new shade of the new summer bronzers from Dior. This is the Diorskin Mineral Nude Bronze. This is in the shade 02. Now I have 01 and I'll show you that one as well. But this one I think is better, even better. Very light and very pale, girl friendly. This has a little bit of pink mixed into it. It's a little deeper than the 01. I'll show you. Here it is going on. Perfect sort of very, very light bronzer. This one and the 01 it would be for people who are even paler than me. But this one I think is, this number 2 I think is perfect. Here's what the color looks like. Let me show you that on the back of my hand, and then I will swatch number 01 for you as well. Has a tiny bit of glimmer to it, which is perfect. I like a bronzer with a little bit of glimmer. And it comes in this neat, skinny little bronzery type of package. So here's number 2, and then I'll show you number 1 next to it. Number 1 is super light. If you are the whitest of the white, whiter than me, then number 1 is for you. Number 1, number 2, I think I like number 2 better. It just really buffed in nice today, guys. It really light, really non-orange, and has that little tiny bit of a glow to it. So I'll see you guys next time, and don't forget to subscribe.